That's Marcus Stewart in the slot back on the right side. Brindley dropping back, throwing to the right side for Bueller. Just short of midfield and short of a first down. Stop made by Cliff Ames. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Bueller did a nice job after he got hit. He was able to turn his body and even fall for a couple more yards.
And he also made sure he had the ball. The ball thrown to his side just a little bit, and he made sure he had the ball instead of trying to run with it first.
Made a good adjustment and come back with the ball. Lebanon may want to go to the pass here in the second half. Maybe shake Riverdale's offense up a little bit, open some holes to run through.
Brindley gives it to Jennings, left side. He's got the first down in Riverdale territory to the 41.
Jennings that time just literally carried one of them about 5 yards, and that's a workhorse right there.
Spence Swader, number 45, is the Warrior who got the ride, and bringing him down. Swader should probably charge him a little bit for that ride there. Or maybe Jennings should charge Swader. The ball at the Riverdale 41. Clay Bueller in. He'll be split wide to the right as Huddleston checks out. Cyrus Hancock slotted to the right side. Lebanon out of the I formation. Juan Jennings on the trap. Gets across the 35.
Looks like Lebanon's come out here in the second half. They're a little bit more intense. The offensive line's really opening some big holes up, and Jennings is running right through them. He's picking up some big yardage.
Kevin Herron on the stop, number 25. The ball at the 34. 2nd down and about 3. Well, that's been a trademark of Lebanon throughout the Medley years. There have been several times in Medley's first 2 years that Lebanon will have rather sluggish first halves, and Mark will give them a tongue lashing at halftime or make some sort of adjustment, and then in the second half you'll see a different football team, a much more efficient team. Jennings smothered at about the 33. Tommy Johns, number 55, helping ensure the tackle along with a couple of his teammates.
Looks like Riverdale's beginning to get back and adjust to the rush more, and they're making the plays on those now.
That should bring up a 4th down. We'll see. No, it's 3rd down and 2. Kevin Huddleston split wide to the left. Brindley to Jennings, left side, spins out of one tackle and brought down, no gain. Brian Smith, number 7, I believe, was the one who got in there initially and slung him down, and Smith is hobbling now as he comes off the field. Number 7, Smith, one of the Riverdale halfbacks. It is a 4th down and 1 situation for Lebanon. Smith has to leave the field, and
they're going to go for it. 4th and short. You can hear the Lebanon crowd. They're getting up for it.
Well, you're sort of in no man's land in high school football. In the opponent's 30 to 35-yard line, you're too close to punt, but too far out for most high school field goal kickers.
This might be the play that decides who scores. If Lebanon can score here, this might be the turning point in the ball game.
And that will be a 1st down. Jim Brindley has been working on his cadence call. We saw this a lot from Tony Eckler 2 years ago, his first year as a quarterback. And that worked against, I guess, virtually every team Lebanon played that year.
Good job. Smart football right there. Nice call by the coaches. Good job by Brindley.
Of course, Brindley will go something like hut, hut, and they'll go on that higher inflection, but the count is on 3 instead of 2.
That shows a disciplined football team right there.
A very disciplined offensive line, definitely. The ball at the 27. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Juan Jennings to the 19. Chris Fishback, number 34, with a stop. A good 1st down pickup. 2nd down and 2 after a pickup of 8.
Lebanon looks like they're waking up. They're breaking the holes open and giving room for Jennings to run, and Jennings is hitting the holes and running right through them. Picked up 8 on that one. Now the Lebanon crowd getting into it.
And a good Lebanon crowd. I think there are probably more Lebanon fans here than Riverdale fans. Fullback Rod Crutchfield. Close to a first down at the 16. I've already miscalled one, though. Thought it was a first down, and it wasn't. They have it at the 16. It is a first down.
First down.
Next week, Lebanon in its home opener against Lincoln County, a team that eliminated Lebanon in the playoffs last year, and a homecoming for Lewis Thompson, the former Lebanon star and coach, coming back directing the Lincoln County Falcons. And of course, that probably be the first chance many of you get a chance to see the new Mercury Vapor lights on Lebanon's field. Jennings, left side, loses the ball. Picked up by Riverdale at the 16.
Goodbye.
It depends if Brindley is blocked off. Now Jennings from behind catches up with him. Spence Swader picked it up at about the 19 and returned it all the way to the Lebanon 18, and thanks to Juan A. Jennings to save a touchdown. Jennings, who fumbled the ball initially, saves the score, at least for the moment. That could be the momentum turning play for the game.
That might do it. Looked like he was gone there for a minute. He got about the midfield, and it looked like he just started running out of gas. He couldn't make it all the way.
Well, he had Brindley in front of him, but about 3 blockers between. It looked like Brindley at first was the only man who could make the stop. But there, Brindley was shielded off by about 3 blockers, but Jennings came from behind. 1st and 10, Riverdale at the Lebanon 18 following the turnover. Torrance Burge. This is Barry Sanders around the right side, inside the 10 to the 5. Kevin Huddleston in on the stop for Lebanon. Also Brian Johnson. They'll mark it at the 6.
Right there you saw what Lebanon was doing. Riverdale did right there. They made a big hole. Sanders hit it and did a nice job. Got a couple yards off of that one.
Well, in this case, Riverdale probably fired up after that turnover. Lebanon may be down a little bit.
Definitely.
This is a situation 2 years ago. Riverdale would have self-destructed it. At least they did against Lebanon several times. It is a first down and goal at the 6. Man in motion for Riverdale. Andy Sawyer now lined up to the right side. Torrance Verge gets the play off. This is Sanders. That time Jonathan Haas there to make the stop. Also Rod Crutchfield at the 4. Well, last year it took Lebanon until their 5th game to trail in a contest. Riverdale trying to do it in the 2nd week. The ball at the 3. 2nd down and goal. Burge keeps it. Brought down in the open field. Sonny Warmoth with an ankle tackle back at about the 6. Big play by the Lebanon defensive end.
Good job by Warmoth. He got in there, got back in the offensive backfield, and did a nice job of keeping the quarterback back there with him to make a nice play.
Now the clock is stopped. A timeout called by Riverdale. Their first timeout of the 2nd half. 1:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and goal from the 7. So Dean Fisher trying to make sure he gets the right play called here. It's the closest either team has come to scoring tonight.
This right here is going to be big for Lebanon. If Lebanon can really buckle down and make a nice play here and hold them, at least keep them out of the end zone, they're still going to have a good shot to get in this ball game. The way it's going right now, it's a defensive struggle, and if a touchdown is scored, it's going to be hard to get back on the board.
That's right. Even if Riverdale just gets a field goal, Lebanon cannot feel too badly about it, considering where the Warriors started this drive from, what there is of a drive.
Much rather be 3 down than 7, or even 8.
This is where Ron Marshall and his defense, well, where Ron Marshall anyway is earning his money. I don't believe the players are.
Hope not.
If they are, I think the TSSAA might be interested. But in any event, Ron Marshall's defense has thrown a lot of shutouts in his 2 years. This is a case here where you're a baseball pitcher. This will be like having a man on third with nobody out.
Now the crowd's getting into it.
Cyrus Hancock trying to